We begin today here in the United States. The suspect in the July 4th mass shooting in a suburb of Chicago has now been charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder. He's 21. His name is Robert Crimo, and he's accused of firing over 70 rounds into the crowd attending an Independence Day parade in Highland Park, an affluent area north of downtown Chicago. The assault left 7 people dead and 30 people injured.
But we do believe Crimo pre-planned this attack for several weeks. He brought a high-powered rifle to this parade.
Police in Highland Park on Tuesday said the suspect, who opened fire from a rooftop onto an Independence Day parade, leaving 7 people dead and dozens injured, seems to have planned the attack, but have so far found no motive. A spokesperson for the Lake County Sheriff's Office said 21-year-old Robert E. Crimo III legally purchased the rifle, fired more than 70 rounds into the crowd below, and disguised himself in women's clothing to flee.
Following the attack, Crimo exited the roof, he dropped his rifle, and he blended in with the crowd, and he escaped. He walked to his mother's home, who lived in the area, and he blended right in with everybody else as they were running around, almost as he was an innocent spectator as well.
Police arrested Crimo hours after the shooting. Prosecutors on Tuesday charged him with 7 counts of first-degree murder, with more charges expected. Social media and other online posts written by accounts that appeared to be associated with either Crimo or his rapper alias Awake the Rapper often depicted violent images or messages. The accounts showed a man with physical characteristics and facial tattoos similar to those in photos of the suspect released by police. One music video posted to YouTube under Awake the Rapper, for example, showed drawings of a stick figure holding a rifle in front of another figure spread on the ground. Highland Park is a heavily Jewish suburb, but police said they had no evidence the shooter was motivated by any particular bias.
Shooting appears to be completely random.
Did you identify it chose the community because of the high population of Jewish people? I know people are concerned that it was an anti-Semitic attack.
We have no information to suggest at this point it was racially motivated by religion, or any other protected status.
The July 4th attack turned a civic gathering into chaos as onlookers ran for cover. 6 people were pronounced dead the day of the attack. Police on Tuesday said a 7th victim died from their injuries.
We got to be smarter as a country in terms of who has access to what, and in particular assault weapons. And we got to take this stuff seriously as you are, because you have been forced to have to take it seriously. The whole nation should understand and have a level of empathy to understand that this can happen anywhere, in any peace-loving community, and we should stand together and speak out about why it's got to stop.
Vice President Kamala Harris there addressing the Highland Park massacre and speaking very emotionally at one point in calling for an assault weapons ban here in the United States in light of this latest mass killing and all the many others that have taken place over the last few weeks. We're going to cross live now to WION's correspondent Susan Tehrani, who of course joins us from her observation point in New York. Susan, 7 counts of murder announced already, but prosecutors in Chicago are hinting that there could be many more charges to come against Robert Crimo.
That's right. He is expected to make his first court appearance today. Police say that this suspect planned this parade attack for weeks, and more charges are expected as the Lake County State Attorney Eric Reinhardt promised that his office would seek for dozens of more additional crime charges. He also said, Reinhardt, that the attack was, quote, premeditated, calculated, and as we mentioned, those dozens of charges are to be filed as the investigation does unfold. Some of those charges include attempted murder, aggravated discharge, and aggravated battery counts. Reinhardt also added that these are just the first of many charges against Crimo, and he noted that if convicted on the 7 murder charges, Crimo faces a mandatory life sentence without the possibility of parole.